Hey YouTube, it's your girl G Marie, the cosmetology coach, and I saw a video today from a stylist that's out in, I think she's in LA, and it was called, her page is called the LA Experience, spelled with an X. And her tag on her title on her video was why OG stylists are getting out of the business. But it wasn't really, it wasn't really about us getting out of the business. It was more about us changing our business to be more like our younger counterparts who haven't been in the business that long, because I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, let me watch her video. She said, why we getting out of the business? I love the beauty business. I've been in the beauty business since 1985 when I went to beauty school. And I mean, I've had a great career. I still work part-time in the salon. I'm not full-time in the salon anymore. And I still love my clients. But what happened to her recently happened to me the other day. And she talked about coming in outside of her normal work schedule. And she normally must come in at like 9 or 10. I know my start date time in the summer is like 11, but in the winter time, 11:30 actually. In the winter time, I start a little early because it gets dark and I don't want to be coming out of the salon and it's 7 o'clock, but it feels like it's midnight. So I start earlier in the summertime, and that's about 9 for me. And she said she came in 2 hours early, so she came in at 7, which made me say she must be coming in at 9. And the client didn't show up and called her like 40 minutes later and said, I'm on my way. And I'm just like her. I normally, I'm old school hairdresser. Let me just, no problem, come on in. I'll take you out, knock it out, get it done. If my next client comes in, I let you know you're going to have to sit over there and wait while I do her because she's on time, woo, 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 the whole nine. And she said she got so emotional, and I felt her pain. She said she was proud of herself because she said no. I was proud of her too. And I was proud of myself because the same thing happened to me the other day. And I'm normally like, oh, let me work it out for the clients. But what you begin to realize is these people have no idea what you go through. She was like, you don't even know how far I had to drive. I mean, for me to get up and get ready for work in the morning, I don't know about the rest of the people out in the world, but I need 2 hours. I got to get up. I got to get my thoughts right. I got to thank the Lord for waking me up. I got to start thinking about my day, what I'm going to wear. I got to do my makeup, on and on and on. Do I want to have a cup of coffee? Am I packing my lunch? I mean, it's a process. No one's just jumping out of the bed, rolling into the salon looking crazy in their pajamas talking about how you doing. No. And she said she was proud of herself because she told the lady, no, I won't be doing you. And she said from this day forward, she now understands why the stylists who are younger than us charge a deposit. And I feel the same way. I'm like, you know what? At first I was like, dang, all these rules and instructions, people just want to get their hair done like they used to. And we come from a time where you just came in the shop, come on in, girl, yeah, I got you, come on, you in the shop, yeah, all of that was going on. But that's not the vibe like that anymore. It has changed because people are in suites, people work privately, people run their businesses totally different. And I was reading some of the pages going, dang, it's a lot of rules, but I understand why. Because when you work a 9 to 5 and you work your job, when they ask you to come in on your day off or come in early or stay late, all of y'all expect to be paid, because what I know about employees is what you control is your income and your time. So I notice most people who work for somebody, work for the government. In our community, it's the government. They talk about their pay. Oh, you going to pay me if I do this. Oh, you going to pay me. But when a stylist says, oh, you going to pay me, people get somewhat confused. They're like, oh, dad, you charging for that? Yes, because like the other stylists and like myself, if I come in early for you, when I get there, I'm clocking in. And guess who's got to pay for the time? The client that asked for it. I read somebody's page today another popular stylist on Instagram, and he said he works he works he or she, I looked at so many of them today, that they work Tuesday through Saturday or something like that. And if you want them to come in on Sunday and Monday off the break, it's $100 fee for them to come in on their day off. I ain't mad at you. I was like, you know what? I understand why. Can you imagine? You get up, you get ready, you drive to the salon to take a client on your day off, and they think nothing of not showing up. Oh, it's okay. I'm not gonna go in. Could care less. Most of us pay, who work for ourselves, we pay booth rent $350. Some people pay $1,500, $2,000 a month in booth rent. That's $500 a week. Nobody has time to play around with clients who don't value your time, or who don't even, and we're not asking y'all to have a clue. And that's what the younger stylists are doing. They're saying, look, if you want my time, I'm willing to give it to you, but this is what it's going to cost you. And it's going to be a fee up front. And one girl does like a whole experience package. My hat goes off to her because I can't figure out the package deals. I'm still old school in that capacity, where when you come in, what you getting done, that's what you pay for. So, and that's why in some of my other videos, you'll see me talking about knowing your hourly rate. What is your hourly rate? If your hourly rate is 25, 50, 35, 40, whatever your hourly rate is what it is. And you know that in your mind when you're charging for your services, so that you don't short yourself. You get busy in the salon. You know, you got a lot of people demanding your time and your attention. You need to make sure you're clear in your head as to what you charge for your time. And it's so much easier. I know for me, it's so much easier to charge based on an hourly rate as opposed to a la carte. A la carte, then it's every little thing, where if I know I'm doing a treatment and a style, I know if I'm doing a quick treatment that's 10, 15 minutes at the bowl, or if I'm doing a deeper treatment where it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes under a cap, under a heating cap, that's almost an hour of my time. So I'm going to charge accordingly. But my hat went off to the stylist in the video who was talking about, and she got emotional, y'all. It was like, wow, like she almost had me wanting to tear up a little bit, because I felt her pain. I understood, just what she was dealing with in terms of, people not showing up and not having an inkling or an idea of just like what that's costing the person who has to prepare. And then God forbid if I'm doing something and I'm like, oh, I'm out of that, or I'm out of this, let me go and buy it ahead of time. Oh, I'm running low on lightener, let me re-up on some lightener. So now I may spend $50, $75, $100 before getting to the salon just to make sure I have everything, only to get there and the client, because it did happen to me the other day. The client had an appointment scheduled early. This client normally comes in the evening time, and she's scheduled to be my first client. And I'm not even going to say about how I used to move things around and try to accommodate people. It's first come, first serve, and it's less of a strain on me to try to figure out, oh, she was the first one that reached out to me, but then she didn't respond back. It's like sometimes clients will text you. Now I understand why people just go through the booking app. That way we don't have to have the back and forth of, okay, that day doesn't work, that day. When you look at the schedule, what day and time works for you. Book that time, and mine all have to be approved, so you can't put an appointment on my book without it being approved, which makes it easier for me. Either the time is available or it isn't. And excuse me, same thing happened to me. Back to my story, y'all. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So telling y'all, because it can be a lot for a professional to maneuver through all the things that we have to go through. And the client, so I, out of a courtesy, I said, oh, let me run to the beauty supply I was still early, and I said my ETA might be 5 or 10 minutes late. That's when she called and said, "Oh, I just woke up or something. I had a migraine, woo woo woo, last night." On and on and on and on, and I was like, "Wow!" And I said, "Okay, so what you saying? You're gonna be about 30 minutes late?" I could work it out 30 minutes because it's a quick service. And she was like, "No, probably like an hour." And I was like, we need to reschedule. Because at first I had said yes. And I called her back and I was like, "No, we just gonna have to reschedule because you're gonna be into my next appointment, and I don't want to run late because my next appointment was getting highlights, gray coverage, twist out. That's like 3-4 hours plus dryer time. No, you're gonna push me way in the salon later than I want to be." And I felt like the LA experience, I felt proud of myself to say, "I'm not doing it. No, I can't work it out for you." And going forward, if you're a client of mine and you've already can't no showed on me or didn't call within 24 hours, when you call, you just gotta go ahead and pay for your hair, and it's non-refundable. That's easier for me. Then it puts you have some skin in the game. You've already paid for a service. Now you want to make sure you have that service, as opposed to me, and it's not going to be refundable. So if you decide not to come, okay, no problem, because I don't overbook, I don't double book, I don't do any of those things anymore. You don't come in and put you in a heavy rotation. Oh, but trust and believe, I used to do it with the best of them. Two shampoo assistants, 20 clients, 30 clients on a Saturday, just client after client. You just in heavy rotation, you refereeing the whole situation all day on a Saturday. No, ma'am. My clients come in, they want personal one-on-one time. They want to tell you what's going on in their life. No problem. I'm here for it. But at the same time, that's what you're paying me for. You're paying me for the quality of work, the level of hair care that you expect, and you're paying for to be able to have a private conversation. If you want to share something that's a little more personal, that's fine too. But the people who, like she said, don't respect your time, you deserve to be paid. And when you come to work, that's what all of us are coming in for. And so many times as stylists, those of us who keep it on a very professional level, and I'm not talking about stylists who don't, but I'm talking about stylists like myself and the other stylists I know who we not running to the store, coming late. You show up, you gotta wait on us 15-20 minutes, like the I think it's on TikTok says, of course I go to an old school stylist. Of course the chair is waiting for me when I get there, and she's, when I'm on time for my appointment, she's ready for me. Y'all seen it, that one right there? That's the kind of stylist I am. My client's not in there 2, 3, 4 deep. Oh, now I'll talk to you about that next week. Because they come in wanting to tell me what's the tea, and it's some hot tea sometimes. You can't sip this in a group. You got to sip this by yourself. Excuse me, let me drink some of my water. Excuse me, my throat was getting a little dry been talking. So yes, I truly I value my clients, but when the clients don't seem to value us, it does sting, because you like, wow, I really, give you quality service, quality hair care, on time appointments. I'm not running late. I block in a certain amount of time so that I can be efficient for my clients. And I want that to be appreciated. And when you feel like she said she felt like it wasn't appreciated, and I know the feeling, that's when you go, okay, I'm gonna have to do something different. So I am with you on charging that deposit and charging that fee. Um, and I think I'm just gonna go with, you can go ahead and pay to the ones who once they demonstrate it. Now, I'm not going to persecute everybody. If you haven't been late and you haven't no showed and things like that, no problem. This is specifically for the people who have done that or called you at the last minute and canceled, and you already in the salon. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not the one sitting up calling my clients saying, "Hey, you need your hair done." No, people have schedules and lives, and everybody is busy. So, um, yes, I'm on board with the new stylist and charging a deposit. I think it's a good thing when it's necessary. You got to do what you got to do. Well, I'm your girl G Marie. If this is your first time here, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video so that YouTube will know that people like the content and like what I'm information that I'm sharing with you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one.